This champion combination just got insane with this new relic. And no, I am not talking about Titus. I am talking about these two free champions that most of you should have. Hey guys, SMZ here, we're back playing Raid Shadow Legends. And guys, I have a champion combination that a lot of you will have. One of them is a free champion and one of them is a free fusion. I am talking about the insane combination of Mikage, the mythical champion who is fusible. Of course, it can take a bit to find all the components to fuse her. And of course, the free champion that is Ninja, the champion who was taboo to talk about for a long time because most people would not have her anymore. But then they did an event last summer in which he was available for free once again, and he has been insane. They even offered a 6-star soul. I was not able to collect it, but I was able to build up his soul anyways, slowly from 1 to 6, and he's just insane. And this combination is just insane for many fights, including the Chimera. He's one of the best damage dealers out there for even end game accounts. And in the Hydra, he smacks hard, and Mikage enables that smacking extensively.
There's a free champion that you can get by using the link in my description. That is Narma the Return, a great champion to battle the Demon Lord. And you can get her alongside other crazy good epic champions like Anax, like Uugo, and like Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. How to get these champions for free? Here's how to do it. You go into your Plarium Play and log out of your current account. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email address. Download the game and then play the tutorial, and you will find Narma sitting there chilling in your inbox. And you can get all of these crazy good epic champions as you progress through the game. Do not miss out on this opportunity. Click the link in the description and get these cool champions.
So let's jump into it. Apologies guys, I've been a little sick. My throat's been a little hurting recently, which is why my voice might not be sounding as it does usually, but I hope that's fine. I'm feeling much better today. So Lady Mikage, so why does this combination work? First of all, and it's all due to this A1. It's not even a passive, it's A1. She attacks around, she allows a ally attack every time she A1s from someone from Shadowkin, and most of the time you want that someone to be none other than Ninja, because Ninja hits extremely hard and he puts a defense down on his A1. And Ninja, with his passive escalation, he ramps up damage. And if you are using something like an Error 3 Coronet, this relic on him, it just blows up his damage significantly. This is nothing new. What's new? What makes this combo so good now is this new relic. I'm talking about the Purge Shadow. It's an epic relic from the Faction Wars. So there's a good chance, because it's an epic relic, that a lot of people either have it or will get it at some point. And this is such a good relic. It's an amazing relic. You know how people talk about the Relentless set and how it's good? It has an 18% chance of an extra turn. This relic has a base 10% chance, and if you can take it up to level 4, which is doable, meaning the level 12 or rank, I don't know, it's confusing to see level or rank. 16% chance already. If you can take it to level 5, 18%. Level 6 I'm not even going to talk about because that is literally impossible, but if you do, it's 22% chance. So even at 5-star it becomes equal to a Relentless set. At level 4 it's 16%. Now the extra turn is slightly conditional in that it only triggers when the champion is using the A1 and one of the skills on cooldown, which, if you really think about it, you're using your A1 only when one of your better abilities is on cooldown. Now this relic can be useful on so many different champions, but here it's amazing because you want to use your ally attack, right? You want all your teams to attack, but when that ability is on cooldown, yes, you can use your A2, which is very good in manipulating the buff duration on both enemies and allies, but you kind of want to use your A1 to allow your Shadowkin like Ninja to attack. Many people use Toshiro instead of Ninja, and it should work there even better. So you do this A1, there's an 18% chance you get an extra turn, which means that you can get back to these abilities quickly. Now, what goes even nicely with this is I have her in 9-piece protection. In case you don't want to have 9-piece protection, you can build her in Merciless and Reflex, which allows you to decrease the skill cooldowns, or you can build her in Relentless even, and then you can stack those numbers. And this just goes bonkers. Let me just showcase that to you in a Hydra fight, let's say. So my Hydra fight, the team that I use currently and I run this team in brutal difficulty, and my team right here is this team. So I have Glacade. It's an amazing reviver. I don't have Duchess sadly, but it's kind of a Duchess replacement. In a way, some people say it's better, some people say it's similar. I would say it's similar in a sense, but she does provide the Veil, he does provide Revive, which is all good, and his passive is actually quite good in that it provides some extra damage under Perfect Veil, 10% extra damage, which is great because it gives kind of that flavor of the protection buff. Ashnar is a mythical that I pulled fairly recently on a short pull session, and he's really good in this fight. So he's my secondary nuker. Necmo is there to enhance my speed, increase speed and decrease speed. Loki is a champion, free champion again, who goes really well. He pairs really well with anybody who puts out Veil and puts out Veil in this team. He does his A2 where he spends the block buffs, and then I use his A1 to increase the duration of debuffs, as well as I have him in 5-star cruelty, the 5-star blessing that we got out of the fusion or after the fusion, I believe. And then this is the combo right here. So my ninja is built to hit very, very nicely. I have him in a Ren and Air 3 Coronet is actually one of the best combinations out there. I did a separate video on testing whether Ren makes more sense than Nature's Wrath, and the answer was basically depends on the difficulty. I would highly recommend you watch that video because I go into a lot of detail in maths as well as an experimentation on which one works better. But this is my team right here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do a quick battle first and see how that goes. Of course, there's always, with anything with RNG, including Hydra, there's a small chance that the damage numbers, the run basically doesn't hit the turn limit. Happens very infrequently, but there's a chance. 536 million damage. So this team usually nets me around 480, 500. So I can already see some improvement in damage. There it is. Out of the 536, guys. Out of the 536, Ninja has 348 million of that damage. Isn't that nuts? And is enabling that. Now I'm gonna do one thing here. So I'm going to discard this result. I'm going to change one thing with the presets is that, let's see if this hurts or not. So I have the ally attack the first priority, and then I have disabled her metamorphing because I just need the first form. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to disable her A2. So I want her doing her A3 and otherwise doing her A1. And let's see how that changes things. Because what I'm thinking is it will enable more A1s, which means more chances of extra turns. So let's see. Let's go. Please don't fail. I want this to go to full 1000 turns last time. And we'll see how the damage numbers compare. Maybe it's not a big change. Let's see. Slight difference. Of course, there's so many RNG elements, but there's a slight improvement in damage already, which is pretty nice. If I improve this relic more, that should go even further. Let's discard this result and do one more experimentation. I'm going to run out of all my quick battles just doing this, which is not ideal because I'm discarding the runs and then I'll have to auto or manual the fight. Not manual, but run it on auto, which still takes a while. Anyways, 1000 run turns, please. Okay, this again RNG. Damage goes a bit lower. Again, my previous damage, as I said, was hovering around 470, 480. It's still consistently higher. With this, still not sold if I should actually disable the A2 or not. Probably not. But the matter of the fact is that this relic is amazing on Mikage. And now a couple of other champions where this relic would also be really, really good. So I use my Elva everywhere in the Hydra as well as in the Chimera. So I've given her this relic as well, which means that she has an extra chance to take an extra turn to cleanse my team or to revive somebody. Both of those being amazing things. One other champion that I would like to highlight, and maybe I do this on a separate video itself, is Acrasia. She would really benefit from this relic. I have a separate video already on Acrasia where I talk about how you should not really be using Relentless anymore on Acrasia, but rather a 9-piece Merciless set, because that allows you to have a chance of decreasing the cooldown 30%, in addition to having a 15% chance on getting an extra turn. The thing is, with Hydra, with the Ignore Defense bonus and with this Ignore Defense bonus set as part of the 6-piece, you're already most likely you're hitting the damage cap, meaning that you don't need to build too much crit damage onto her. I just have her at 250 and she hits the crit damage caps. Now, one of the things that's important is in order to achieve the higher damage, I pump up her speed quite a bit. I have her at 288. I would like to pump her up even more. Higher the speed, the more she goes and she does her damage. And that is allowed by the fact that I use my crit rate gloves. Yes, crit rate gloves. That's something that you don't really see in the end game, but here it's fine because that allows me to put speed on all the other sets. I am always prioritizing speed everywhere else. Now, Acrasia benefits a lot from this relic because you have this 30% chance of skill cooldown reduction, 15% chance already of getting an extra turn. Now add on to that, whenever she's doing her A1, which is again when both of these abilities on her cooldown, both are on 3-turn cooldown, she will have a 15% chance or 16% chance to again proc an extra turn. She can go again. I've given this relic to Crazy and I've seen her go like an Easter bunny again and again and again. I think it was once like 6 or 7 turns in a row, and it was partly either this proc or the proc from the relic, which is like bonkers. So yeah, this relic, I can't sing enough praises of this relic. It is really good. It really changes this combination of the Mikage plus Ninja, or Mikage plus Toshiro, or Mikage plus any Shadowkin nuker, basically. Really good relic. Yeah, and I would highly recommend everybody try it out. If you're already using this, let me know in the comments if there are any other cool combinations that I am forgetting with this relic and what enables teams to become even stronger. Thank you very much for watching till the end. I really appreciate it. Thank you once again, and see you next time.